in LA yesterday. Got back last night. And those insurance stories, they self-evidently, unsurprisingly, were front and center with those survivors that I met. And let me remind everybody, I think it's important. I want to remind everybody what happened a year ago. Put it in perspective. Between January 7th and January 22nd, 48,000 acres burned, the size of 3 Manhattans. 3. Communities torn asunder, Palisades, Altadena, Malibu, Pasadena's. Fires took the lives of 31 people. 31. Destroyed 16,000 structures. So on the sober anniversary, it's not only right that we honor the lives lost, but we also honor the lives of some of the remarkable heroes and leaders, the first responders and firefighters that faced unimaginable conditions. Some of you were there. You saw it. $16,000 at peak, 16,000 personnel working in the arena. The theater fires, 16 plus large-scale fires. Remarkable. It was a firestorm, I'll remind you, in the middle of winter. Hurricane force winds attached to a fire. What they did, I don't need to say it, you just demonstrated, it was miraculous, it was heroic. They battled these impossible conditions in the wind and in the dark, flying dangerous night missions over the firestorm. CAL FIRE, as you saw a moment ago, is in the audience, but you know who else was up there? And thank you for applauding them, the community groups and the business owners. And most importantly, and can you just stand up? And I'd ask you all to stand up again. The survivors of the Eaton and Palisades fires. Would you all just stand up? And thank you for your courage. Thank you for your resiliency. Thank you for your strength. We haven't forgotten about you. We won't forget about you. We said we had your back, and we mean it. Thank you. Thank you. It's always difficult sometimes to talk about this because we were in roundtables, Jen, members of my administration yesterday talking to survivors, and it's called comfort when you say we have the fastest debris removal in U.S. history, which is true. Fact. We provided mortgage relief. You provided $2.5 billion of grants and funding. I've signed 27 executive orders. You've passed dozens and dozens of bills to reduce and reduce time, reduce red tape to allow survivors to rebuild much more quickly. And it is true at this time, 14,000 structures in the Paradise fire. There were only 385 permits. 16,000 structures. We've over 2,500 permits in LA, but it doesn't mean anything if you're not one of the beneficiaries of that. And so we recognize that it's not good enough. And it's not nearly good enough. And that's why we need to do more to turbocharge the efforts to rebuild these communities. And that's why I'll be asking you, and it's in the budget we'll provide tomorrow, to focus on a new rebuilding fund that will help close the gap. This is the biggest challenge. Close the gap between insurance payouts and the cost of rebuilding. This will help get survivors back in their homes much, much faster. But I'd be remiss. Contrast these efforts with the President of the United States. Been a year. Contrast these efforts to Donald Trump's. His complete failure to act. He's even refusing to send a disaster recovery request to Congress of $33.9 billion. By the way, that request supported by every member of the California delegation. Every Democrat, every Republican. We lost someone I thought was a wonderful human being, Doug LaMalfa. I was engaging with him on water policy just last week. Doug had our back. Doug was there in the first round. Doug met with us. Doug said, we don't play politics with this. It's time for the President of the United States to act like the President of the United States, all the United States of America, to fulfill his promises that he made, to deliver for the people of Los Angeles. It's time for the President of the United States to do his job, not turn his back on Americans that happen to live in the great state of California. He was there. We were there for you in paradise. The United States of America. The United States of America. No doubt these are challenging times. It's not just because of the fires, not just because we get to the federalization of the National Guard or the assault on our democratic norms and institutions. And yet, I think it was one of our finest. Because hardship doesn't merely wound us, it reveals us. The story of California has never been a story of ease. It's a story of effort, strengthened by trial and enlarged by the people who refuse to give up on one another. We built something that is not perfect, not finished, but it's real, always moving forward, like the rivers that define our landscape. Our people themselves are unstoppable. We're home to more Americans than any other state. Culture, food, music, AI, biotech, quantum computing, agriculture, all happens here first. We don't run from change, we drive it. And we're proving that inclusive democracy works. We're proving that expanding human rights works. We're proving that legal immigration works. And we're proving that a progressive tax structure works. California's never been about perfection. We're about persistence, the courage of our convictions, and the strength to embody them. That's the California way. And it lights the path for the rest of the world. The work we do, the work you do, building a California where every person can see themselves is never ending. And so we continue on. Because years from now, we can tell our children we did not settle for the world as it was. We can say with pride, we built something worthy of them. We built the future. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you to this legislature for your remarkable leadership. Thank you.